Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Finger Guns Podcast with Tony, Dave, and James. I am your delirious from being in the sun, Jimmy, and I'm here with...
Big T, Tony B.
Yes, and...
Dancing Dave Baldwin.
Dancing Dave. I like that you're dancing, Dave. What are you dancing? You doing the samba? You doing a three-step? You doing a waltz?
I did learn how to waltz this year, so maybe the waltz. I don't know. I was just kind of doing the white man's override over here.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Or doing the dice thing.
Gotta do the dice.
He's relying too much on the dice thing. It's all he's got.
It's all he's got.
Oh, that's great. I love to hear it. I did send that gif of from Breakfast Club of the three boys dancing, and that is because all three of us are heading back to TIFF.
Yes.
You are exciting.
Well, we should. This will be some insider sausage made kind of discussion, but we are recording this before the next episode you're actually going to listen to.
Yeah.
We're recording it in advance because Jimmy decided to go to India for a few weeks.
I did.
And he didn't schedule it right to fulfill his obligations to the podcast. So we have to schedule in some extra episodes, and we got to record them at different times. So you're going to hear us talk about TIFF now and how excited we are because
and then you're going to hear it again.
Just happened. And then you're going to hear it again next week.
Yeah.
But yes, we are very excited. We are blessed.
Or I guess, wait, no, you've heard it already,
That's
and
true.
now you're hearing it again.
You're hearing it again. So apologies.
What a trip.
Apologies that you're hearing it again. But
it's almost like we're going into the future to go back to the past. You know, where we're going, we don't need roads.
We don't.
It's true.
We really don't.
We don't, but we do need a shitload of weed.
And movies, obviously.
And movies.
But yes, we are very excited to be... accredited members of the press again for TIFF.
Hell yeah.
Big ups to TIFF. Big ups to you two chucklefuckers for...
Hell yeah, brother.
For bringing the heat and for...
we got back 2 years in a row.
Getting us back
We're in.
We are in.
I feel like it's like
us. I feel like
I was going to say what it really was to me, Dave, when I saw it. I was like, oh, I'm glad when Dave submitted all the things, they tied they crossed all the T's and dotted the I's and realized that came from you and I too.
When my approval came through, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because like Dave's like texting me in a panic being like, yours didn't go through. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Not to mention the amount of times that we had to remember or remind him to submit our shit. And it was like 11:59 on the day it was due.
Yeah.
I sent it in like 3 days before it was due.
And then we're still
some time. I applied with time left as well.
You did. I'm just busting your balls.
There was still some time left, but to the credit of the organization, when you type in your email, it brings up your past information. So you just have to fill in a couple of new things, and then Bob's your uncle, and you're good to go.
Good to go.
For some reason, Tony's didn't fill out, so I was sweating a little on that one.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Well, they don't do a really good job of linking my accounts because I have two accounts because I have my industry account and I have my personal account, and like they always
make it one.
You just need
it is one because if you put in my steel hammer, it pops up, hey, Tony Baldwin, with my fucking personal address under it too. So and then when I put in my personal, it's like, hey Tony, hey Steel Hammer.
I wonder if you have to call like either TIFF or Ticketmaster and see if they can like do some
linking
magic on the back end to bring those two together, or just delete one and only keep one.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
There's got to be easier. There's got to be one.
Got to be a way to do it. All of this to say, we are in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Life is good. They announced Midnight Madness today. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie is coming, which I'm very excited about.
Yep.
There's a new martial arts one that sounds wacky.
Hell
There's a new one with Bob Odenkirk that sounds wacky.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked for that one. That one's from Ben Wheatley.
Yeah.
Very excited.
I have met Ben Wheatley. I do love Ben Wheatley.
Yeah.
And then there's another random one with Mads Mikkelsen, directed by the guy who did Pushing Daisies and Hannibal. So that should be fun.
Yeah, Brian Fuller.
Great.
Yeah, that would be great.
That should be fun. On top of earlier this week, they announced Smashing Machine was in, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
A 50th anniversary retro of Sholay, which James is excited about.
No, you two better be excited too. I'm dragging you all with me.
It better be on near the end of the festival.
I hope so. I really like. Honestly,
if it interrupts something,
no, I can't interrupt the flow, but it's got to happen because that is a journey.
As long as it's on at the back half, I will definitely go.
Great.
What else? There's another Willem Dafoe movie because we got to keep our.
There's always a Willem Dafoe movie.
Of course. There's a lot. There's a lot. I saw a lot coming from repeat directors from Asia.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that we typically watch. If you remember the movie Smugglers, Dave,
yes,
there's a new one coming from that director.
Lovely.
Cool. What else? There's the new Sydney
Guillermo's movie is coming.
Frankenstein's coming. The new Sydney,
which should be easier to get than Eden this time.
Fingers crossed. There's a lot, and there's a lot from a lot of filmmakers that we know and love.
Yeah.
That we watch countless times.
Yeah.
They're just repeat filmmakers. I like that TIFF invests in filmmakers so that we can see these movies. I am so fucking excited.
And it's the 50th anniversary, baby.
It is.
It's a big year.
It's going to be a good year. Good Fortune, directed by Aziz Ansari,
Keanu Reeves,
and Alex Winter's new movie's coming. So guarantee they're going to schedule those movies back to back.
Yeah,
Roy Thompson. Yeah. There's no way they're not going to schedule those movies back to back.
Yeah.
So we're going for that Keanu ticket, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've already met him. I've got his autograph. He looked at me weird when I asked for it, but no time like the present, James.
Okay, great.
I was hoping we could do red carpet for Keanu.
Yeah, let's do it. There are some new things.
Yes, so we're going to put in for red carpet, and we're going to see what we get.
Yeah,
cool.
And we will put in for the Keanu red carpet.
But as we get closer to TIFF and the festival, I think we're going to do a very similar coverage that we did last year.
Yeah.
So we'll have a primer episode for you all before we're balls deep in the festival, and then we'll be with you almost every single day as much as we can, trying to give you quick hits and Instagram reels and
hopefully we'll have some more special guests again. That'll be fun.
Yeah. We meet a lot of our friends. So
a lot of our friends are we're also accredited.
Yeah, so, we'll try to get.
We will definitely get them all in to join the party.
Yeah, one at a time.
One at a time. Yeah.
But yeah, it's great news all around. Looking forward to it. But
and we're sorry again that we're going to be talking about this. You're going to hear about this earlier.
Yeah, you're going to hear. Well, we'll try to maybe now that we know when this episode is going to air and how much we've talked about this one, maybe we only lightly tease it in the next one, and then let this one exist where we're talking about more of the movies that are coming in because it'll flow naturally.
Do you want to talk about Hulk Hogan then?
Now,
I guess he died today.
He did die today. 3 weeks ago from when you're listening to it, but he did die today.
And Ozzy
Osbourne a couple of days before.
You know what? Hulk Hogan, truly a piece of shit, so I don't care as much.
So you're not going to be watching Suburban Commando tonight?
No.
Oh, I fucking queued it. I queued that up, and Melissa was like, "Don't you have other films you need to watch right now?" I'm like,
"No."
But he just died.
Yeah.
And it's
pour one out for the.
I'm just gonna.
Hulkamania.
I'm just gonna go home and try to eat a bat if I can.
Absolutely.
I think it's what Ozzy would want.
Little Nicky and Suburban Commando back to
back. I
back.
almost watched Little Nicky earlier this week. I almost watched
Little Nicky. Fuck it. That's
Ozzy. That's the only part I remember of that movie.
Because it's
Popeye's
insane.
Chicken is the shiznit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which,
what a movie.
Even as a child, I understood that was product placement.
No. And you know what? They weren't wrong.
They weren't.
It's true.
It's good chicken.
It's true. And Malcolm Jamal Warner also died this week, which was genuinely tragic.
Cosby Show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Accidental
drowning on a family vacation.
Oh, God.
And he's like 54, and like it's bad enough that the show he's known for nobody wants to talk about anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's bad enough that his fucking TV dad that he looked up to for years ended up being a monster, a rapist monster.
Yeah.
But insult to injury. Fucking died on a family vacation, which that sucks. Like Ozzy looked.
At least Ozzy went out well. Like he had his last show. He retired from performing.
He looked rough in that last show.
He did. I'm glad I found a way to watch it, but like
I watched some clips.
Not great. But you know what? He knew.
He still sounded great.
He sounded great. He knew he was on his way out, and he's like, I'm going out on my terms, and he did. And that's the best that we can all hope for.
Yeah, we can all be so lucky.
Yeah,
it's true. So, and then Hulk.
Sure,
Mr. Hogan.
You can call him by Mr. Hogan.
Hulkamania.
It's funny. Today he died today.
Yeah.
Wow, you're listening to this in 3 weeks, but He died today, and it's the 10-year anniversary of his racist rants coming out.
Yep.
And WWE firing him.
Getting fired from WWE. Yep. It's a good day for
It's a good day for
Hulk Hogan to die.
For the Hogan. Also, where is it? I don't know where it is.
You better be quick because I want to get into some movies. So.
I know you do. I know you. Okay, I can't find it. Anyways, somewhere on here. Oh, here it is. The bio for Ozzy Osbourne on Spotify.
Yeah.
If you need to read a bio to learn about who Ozzy Osbourne is, what rock have you been living under? I'm not lying. That's the actual bio for Ozzy Osbourne on Spotify.
Incredible.
No, it's perfect.
Incredible.
Absolute perfection.
Incredible.
Right.
Incredible.
And with that, we cue the music.
So we have a retrospective episode that we're doing here, as you know we like to do whenever we have to fill the void when someone's on vacation or someone's not able to do something, or when it's just abysmal shit time at the movies and we have nothing else to cover. We like to chuck in a retrospective. It's generally historically been what we've done.
It's true. It's true. It's a decent time at the movies, but
as I said, there's options. Either someone's not available and we have to record in advance, or it's a shit time of the movies. It's one of two options. In this case, it's me. I'm sorry. I've left you all.
You're the problem. It's you.
I am 9.5 hour time zone away from you now.
I would have recorded digitally if you wanted to.
We could have made it work, but I think the 9.5 hour time zone you would not have enjoyed what that would have meant for you.
I make things work, buddy.
I would be willing to make them work.
For you, I would make it work. For other people,
maybe
not.
You know what? I don't mind this time because we got to do another retrospective, and I always enjoy doing this because our rules of watching shit that we've never seen before usually leads to some wild times, and I don't think 1985 was any different. It did not disappoint in that respect.
Oh, it sure did not.
It was a journey.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to our maestro, our master of ceremonies, our Sherpa through most film festivals or retrospectives, Big T Tony B. What do you want to talk about first?
Let's go to let's get some spooky.
Okay,
let's be spooky first.
And we can do that.
Evil lurking deep inside, its darkness knows no limit. So listen closely if you dare. This is the Shudder Minute.
All right,
spooky.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
So I have literally practiced this title, and I bet you any money I'm still gonna fuck it up.
You got this.
But
remember the song.
Yeah. So for
antidote,
for the Shudder Minute, we are going back to 1985.
Of course.
Spoilers. We already said that.
All right. Yeah. Well, going back to 1985 to a classic from very, very prolific maestro of the Giallos.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Dario Argento.
Oh, yeah.
And his film Phenomena.
You did it!
I fucking did it! You did it! Fucking did it! Okay, done.
Never say it again.
Never say it again. From this point on, I'm never saying the title of the movie ever again.
This film by Dario Argento.
Dario Argento, starring a very young Jennifer Connelly.
Ooh.
Very simple premise. A girl who is the daughter of a very famous actor goes to a boarding school. She has telepathic.
It's always the something of a something goes to a boarding school or goes to a convent or goes to Jesus.
And then shit hits the fan.
Yeah, there it is.
This girl has telepathic abilities to communicate with insects.
Cool.
And she
is all
insects.
Oh, that's
and she is trying to solve a murder and catch a killer. And that's
telepathic abilities were really hot in the mid-90s.
Is there like a bug fatale? Like what kind of noir?
So I will say this:
stabbed in the heart with like a fucking What's the thing that eats the heads?
Oh, the Venus flytrap.
No, not Venus flytrap. The woman mates with the male, and then it eats
praying mantis.
Is there a praying mantis?
There's we got to write these down, man.
Yeah.
There is a scene in the film where they're going to the boarding school, and there's a bumblebee in the car, and everyone's freaking out and everything, and they're like swatting at it. And she's like, "No, don't do it!" Right? The bee lands on her finger, and she starts petting.
Oh,
and that's like literally 10 minutes into the movie. Right then and there, I was like, okay, this is not where I parked my car.
This is going to be a journey.
We are in for a ride.
Yeah,
and there's a chimp.
There's a chimp.
Yeah, somehow inexplicably a chimp.
There is what is his name? I'm going to butcher his fucking name because I can't pronounce anything. Donald Pleasance.
Yeah,
he is
fucking from Halloween.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He is in it. He plays a doctor who is real stretch, right? Who works with Jennifer Connelly to find the killer.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not going to really ruin any of this movie because it is wild.
Sure.
If you've watched anything that Dario Argento does, you know that you're in for a wild ride. The soundtrack is absolutely fucking banging. And then
is it Goblin? Tell me it's Goblin.
I think it's very rock and roll. Like the third.
I'm going to tell you right now.
James will tell us. Keep going.
The third act is very rock and roll. Like the fucking soundtrack just goes off the fucking rails. The third act goes off the rails. And there is a moment that I'm not going to ruin, but it involves a chimp and a straight racer. As most giallo movies happen, you know that a straight racer has to come out sometime. And
I didn't realize the chimp would be involved.
there is I'm not going to say anything about it. It involves a chimp and a straight racer, and that's all I'm going to say.
Naturally.
With that being said, it does.
Yeah, it's Goblin.
It's Goblin. Okay, there you go.
It took me a bit because he's not credited as Goblin. He's credited as an actual name, which is Claudio Simonetti. But that's Goblin.
I will say that Jennifer Connelly knocks it out of the fucking park.
As she usually does.
She's so good in this movie. She nails the innocent child down to a T. Even that, like, you know, that, like, I don't want to say it, but phrase it like this, but, like, you know, the child that's like seen as a freak, like an outsider, that kind of thing. She nailed
the Carrie
basically. Yeah. She nails it to a T, and it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal to watch.
A phenomena,
if you will.
Would be a phenomena.
Getting my Argento numbers up and looking at other movies. It's not my fave. Sure. I think Crystal Bird
with the crystal plumage.
Yeah, I think that is still my number one. Tenenbury was a bit of a disappointment to me, and we all didn't like Dark Glasses or Dark Window or whatever that
Dark
Glasses.
That's
like new wave fucking.
Yeah, Argento. No, Argento killed it in the 70s and 80s, and this one is no different.
Well, you haven't seen Deep Red, so
I haven't seen
Suspiria?
Deep Red. I wasn't in the right frame of mind to really appreciate Suspiria. I saw Suspiria when I was a teenager, and like
did I.
To me, I've never seen Suspiria. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to watch it again.
You need to rewatch Suspiria.
I need to rewatch it for sure.
We saw the new one.
We did.
The Luca one.
Of course.
Theaters.
I love that one. Very weird.
Okay.
But this one, it is still something to watch. I know you guys missed out on it, so I definitely think you should correct it. This one was a blind spot on my list only because like I've just recently within the last like I would say like a year or so, year and a half, I've gotten into Argento.
Yep.
So I'm glad that I'm clearing these blind spots and stuff. But this was a really fun watch, and it was like 80s through and through, man. Like I fucking love 80s.
Are you disappointed that we didn't buy the Arrow when we had a chance?
No, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
Wouldn't say it.
Because Tony was super high.
Oh, God.
And I texted him and I was like, yo, should we buy this? He's like, yeah, we should buy it blind. Fuck it. Let's do it. And then he's like, wait until the morning. And I'll give you I'll tell you.
Give you the actual thumbs up.
I'll give the thumbs up. And I asked him in the morning. He's like, don't buy it. No.
I was
very disappointed.
The deep red that you have.
Yeah.
That was the one that.
Nice.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I have that.
That's all right.
Yeah. But it was a good fun watch.
You should be able to get that still. The Phenomena's gone.
No, it's definitely gone.
You can get the regular version from the UK, but
you can probably get the 4K here.
Yeah, but it's not Arrow here. It's Synapse.
Yes, that's right.
Did you watch? Which version did you watch?
Whatever version they had on Shudder.
I was going to actually, that was a question I was going to ask. Did you watch it on Shudder or Tubi?
Is it long or was it very short?
It was long.
Okay, then you probably watched the original one.
Yeah. It was.
I was literally doing some research on this earlier when we were talking.
It was an hour and 50 minutes.
Hour and 50.
Why would I watch it on Tubi? This is the Shudder Minute. This is not the Tubi Minute.
It's available on both platforms, and I know you like Tubi. I had to ask.
It's true.
I watched it on
If you
Shudder.
didn't watch anything on Tubi, I wouldn't have asked.
So 116-ish minutes?
116-ish minutes.
Okay, because there was a shortened version that came out. So that was the original Italian version, and then
Was it
in Italian?
No, it was in English.
Okay.
But it wasn't dubbed or anything because everything out of Jennifer Connelly, it was like spot on.
Yeah.
So there was an 116-minute version that was released in Italy, and it's referred to as the integral cut. Then there's an international version that had 110-minute running time. And then the United States one was called Creepers and is only 83 minutes, which is a big...
That's a huge cut.
That's a huge cut. We will come back to huge cuts later in the show. But I was just curious which one you watched. I have a feeling you watched the 110.
Yeah, the one on Shudder is 110 minutes.
Okay, so you watched the international version. So
yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
As long as you weren't watching Creepers. That's all. I want to make sure you didn't watch Creepers.
No, I don't think Shudder would have that kind of crap. Shudder does for the classic horrors. They get the proper ones.
Yeah. Maybe Tubi has Creepers.
I wouldn't
probably. Either way, that Arrow one had all three versions, I believe.
Nice. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I will still add it to my list to continue my Dario Argento deep dives as I continue to work through his backlog as well. Great. What's next, Holmes?
All right. So, kicking off our 85 retro, let's start easy and let's go with a comedy starring Richard Pryor and John Candy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, and directed by Walter Hill of
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell of a swing.
Hell of a swing.
There was a swing happening.
And we are obviously talking about Brewster's Millions.
Amazing.
James, this was your pick. So why don't you give us an overview of the film?
It was. I don't necessarily remember why I chose it. I think it just said Richard Pryor and John Candy, and I went, that sounds fun. So quick overview. Actually is a simple premise. A aging out minor league baseball pitcher played by Richard Pryor is penniless. Well, not penniless, but broke. He's pretty broke. And he finds out that a great uncle that he didn't know existed recently passed, and he was the only living heir. And great uncle struck it rich out in Texas and was a big oil magnate and property and oil.
He was an oil man.
Yeah, he was an oil man. And
with his son HW.
So wow, what a weird crossover that would be. So he in his will, because he knew, what Richard Pryor's situation was like, he was like, you can have my entire inheritance of $300 million if you take $30 million right now and spend all of it in a month. And I had a whole bunch of rules of like what you can and can't spend it on, but essentially like you have to come back to this lawyer's office in exactly 30 days with nothing but the shirt on your back. So you just have to spend $30 million as quickly as humanly possible.
And he couldn't hold any assets.
Yeah, so he had to, as I said, he had to come back in with only the clothes on his back that he's currently wearing. So nothing in his name, no extra cash, not even $1 to his name from this money. Or he could take the coward's way out and take $1 million and walk away from the 300. So as movie is going to movie, he decided to go for it and just start spending like a crazed lunatic for 30 days, making jokes and spending things and being always so upset when any more money came his way and being very happy when he got rid of it again. And all culminating at the end where I don't care. I'm going to spoil it. He completes the task and gets $300 million. That's it. There's the movie summarized in a nutshell. And honestly, save for the ending of this movie, I had fun watching it.
I had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
It was fine.
All right.
It was your
I didn't really laugh. I didn't think it was funny.
It was your typical 80s comedy, I would say.
Yeah, and it was specifically Richard Pryor as well. Like,
yeah,
it was,
I don't know. I think it was just because it was maybe it's because it's PG Richard Pryor that he was like toned down. Like he didn't really get like the zingers in.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fair.
I was expecting him to go hog wild, and he was very toned down. And
That's
maybe
fair.
that's fine. Maybe that was on me for expecting fucking coked out Richard Pryor making jokes about his dick and fucking.
I mean, and like it was
wearing
PG-13.
red hot pants. Like
It was PG-13, but I think he still had quite a lot of fun with it, and like you could tell that they were having fun.
Well, John Candy was like eating it up.
I love John Candy in it. And Rick Moranis shows up for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, cool.
Yeah. Pat Hingle shows up too, which I think is the only Jim Gordon in this in cinema for sure.
Sure.
What about Gary Oldman?
Pat Hingle is the best.
The best.
Jim Gordon.
Fine.
Honestly, I liked the way that he was trying to spend all of this money and that he was
on
really
fucking
successful
on fucking icebergs.
Yeah,
like iceberg drilling.
That joke was so funny too, because like they were just like, "What the? You bought a fucking iceberg? What do you mean?
Doing?
There's no farmers in the Arab world. Like, what the fuck
not?
are you doing this?" He's like, "I don't care, whatever." Yeah. And then it fucking pays off, and it goes from $1.50 a share to $9 a share. He's like, "Fuck's sake!"
John Candy goes back and he's just like, "Guess what? I just made you $10 million."
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck! I'm right back to where I started."
I did love that.
Yeah.
I did love that.
Yeah, all of his reactions that were just kind of like,
Okay, I did laugh at his reactions.
Yeah, all of his reactions that were sort of counterintuitive to what anybody should react to in that situation. Or even like when he goes to the bank, he's like, "Can I have it in cash?" And then he's gonna borrow a quarter. Sorry, rent a quarter, so that he can make a phone call because all they gave him was $100 bills. And then he goes and buys a fucking $1.25 million stamp and then fucking mails it.
That was
gold.
That was good. That was good.
It was. It was I don't know. It was lighthearted. There was really nothing.
Dude, take your brain out.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
It moved quick enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah,
did move,
definitely.
It did move quick.
It was under 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a little more funnier.
Yeah.
I thought it would be funnier.
That's fair.
I thought it would be less dramatic.
It's also a remake from a movie from the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said it was based on a book.
Yeah. Definitely a departure for Walter Hill. Considering he usually directs like stone cold, like killer, like blood and like gruesome violence.
Yep.
Or Streets of Fire.
Or Streets of Fire.
Which is the movie he made before Brewster's Millions.
Yeah. But it was a fun revisit. Like I think I've heard of this movie in passing. And I wasn't really expecting much, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I think it's on Shout. It's a show movie.
It's a show movie.
Oh, neat.
Neat. So.
I think
you say your qualm.
Sorry, I think the only qualm I had, and you know what, it was nice to kind of revisit it. I walked in Dave's house today, and he was literally just finishing it as just before we started recording this,
like literally seconds before.
But it was all like because I finished it last night, and I was getting pretty tired. I'm like, I'm ready for bed, sort of thing, and like. I remember the ending, and I was like, what the fuck? But I was like, maybe I was too tired and was just a little bit whatever. Watching it here, no, it was correctly the fuck.
Yeah,
like it just kind of
ends.
He gets the 300 million, and then the credits roll. Like he doesn't even get a chance to celebrate.
It's typical. It's typical 80s, right?
Yeah.
Where that's just most of those movies just end abruptly.
Yeah.
Like hits to the point. It's like okay, and credits.
They just started. I was like, it wasn't even nicely segued. It just literally cut to an exterior shot of New York City, and credits started coming up. I was like, I don't understand. Like if I was in a theater, I'd be like, the fuck? Like this just didn't end in a satisfying way. It ended fine, but it was just it didn't have the
catharsis.
Push you out of the theater.
But
nicely.
even the last like 10 minutes, like kind of, or as it was ending, you could tell that like it was just like running out of speed. Basically, it's like okay, we got to wrap this up, and we don't know how. Kind of thing, right? Because it was like always like go.
The nonsense of like here's $20,000. I'm just a paralegal. What?
Then there was the whole.
cares?
There was like that whole thing, like you know it from Jump Street that like he was gonna get the million at the end, but like you have that like last minute wrench that's thrown in, and you're just like, okay, like this is just delaying the inevitable.
Can we just talk about how it's Stephen Collins is the one who throws in the wrench, the fucking pederast?
I was hoping that we were just gonna dance around that piece of shit because
when he showed up, I was like, that piece of shit is here.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
And he plays a piece of shit.
And he plays a piece of shit.
So it's pretty much on brand for that guy.
It's on brand. Yeah. And he was assaulting minors back then too. So fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Anyway.
And Jerry Orbach's there.
Yeah. What a whack. Like, it's a wild fucking...
It's a wild cast
of characters that are just sitting in there. But you know what I liked? I liked Richard Pryor and I liked John Candy.
I liked John Candy.
The two of them together.
The two of them bouncing off each other. They were great, man.
Yeah. I liked John Candy.
The whole court scene sort of at the beginning, very funny. Like,
I wanted it to be funnier.
That's fair. That's fair.
It to be funnier.
Yeah, it's a PG-13 romp.
Like
I get it.
It's fine, but I didn't like the ending at all.
No,
I did not like the ending at all.
Yeah.
Also, that fucking baseball diamond with the train.
With the train going through it.
What the hell? When I was watching it, I was like,
the entire mayoral campaign too. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
None of the above.
None of the above. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
wacky.
It was wacky.
Wacky choices.
Yeah.
Choices.
Capital C choices. But I don't know. Whatever. At the end of it, it was a fun little romp. Nothing. It's not amazing. I'm not sitting out here hard recommending, but like, you know, if you're scrolling Tubi or something and you see it,
Brewster's Millions,
throw it on. Yeah. Like, it's fine. Like, it's a good throwaway movie for funsies.
Definitely.
I'm just happy we gave him a Walter Hill numbers up.
There you go.
Absolutely. Okay, so up next, I don't know if you guys have noticed this.
Yeah.
This is our third retrospective.
Yeah.
And
this year,
this is our third. And all three retrospectives have featured a movie from Asia, from a different part of Asia.
True.
So in 2005, we went to Korea. In 1995, we went to Hong Kong.
Yep.
And
in
85, we are now going to Japan.
Yes.
I am talking about the 1985 classic, Tampopo.
Tampopo.
This was
Dandelion.
This was a huge blind spot on all of our lists.
Yeah.
We've heard about this movie for a long time, and I think Dave owns it on Criterion.
I do. I blind bought it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone kept talking about it, so I blind bought it.
It is a ramen western.
Yep.
David, why don't you tell us what is Tampopo?
It's one of those movies where you can't really be told what Tampopo is. You have to kind of experience it for yourself.
A little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wild is what I would describe it as. It is wacky.
It is insane.
It is most definitely an experience.
It is an experience.
You know, you say ramen western, but I would almost classify it more as a modern ramen western, because, like, you know, you think of like a movie like Yojimbo or what, like a more classic version of a ramen western, where it's very much like, oh, I see all the western tropes very easily. And this one has it, of course, and like it's very easy. Like, a man rides in on a milk truck and departs into the sunset on a milk truck,
and he has a cowboy hat.
And he has a cowboy hat, and the top of his milk truck has two bullhorns on it. It's all very right there for you. But whatever the fuck else this movie is doing is some unhinged shit.
So the basic crux is, as James mentioned, the hero rides in with his
in a milk truck.
In a milk truck with his partner, played by Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, which I love. I love Ken Watanabe.
So young.
Gunn was Ken Watanabe. That's amazing.
You didn't recognize his face?
No.
I was like, oh my God, it's Ken Watanabe.
Yes. Goro was the other guy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Anyways, they ride in. They stop at a ramen shop, which is run by a widow. And she's not exactly the best ramen chef. Anywhere.
She's making ramen.
She's making something.
It's serviceable ramen, but it is not
noodles
good.
in broth.
Yeah. She's making something.
Yeah.
And after a fight,
a brawl,
a ramen brawl.
Yeah. Which they never. I appreciate the fact that you never really see fights in this either.
Well, the one fight you do,
but we'll get to that anyway. Yes, after a brawl,
she nurses him back to health, or nurses him overnight type thing, and thanks him type thing, and then he's like, he wants to help her make her shop better. And wants her to become a better ramen chef, so he takes it upon himself to kind of be like her cheerleader type thing, and like try to help her become the chef, because he's not a chef. No. He just has experience eating ramen, which
he knows what good ramen tastes like.
I also know what good ramen tastes like. He's had the best ramen,
and he knows how to make the best ramen.
Yes,
or at least point you in the direction for how to make
how to do it. Yeah. So he starts taking her around, and they start, they build a friendship type thing. There's a bit of a romance there.
Sure.
It's not explicit. As she's learning how to become a better ramen chef, the film then cuts to various,
we'll call them interstitials.
I like vignettes.
Vignettes. I mean, the film starts with a vignette.
It does start with a vignette.
I'm never eating, by the way, and I got to talk about this first vignette before. So this is even before he rides into town. It's an initial vignette of this sort of like the sensei teaching his young student how to properly eat ramen.
Oh, yeah.
And the steps to eat it, and how much or little to eye affectionately the pork sitting in the broth. I'm never eating ramen the same way.
You got to dip it.
You got to dip it. As you eat the noodles, you have to look.
You have to
look affectionately at the pork.
Got to tap your sticks in the water.
You got to slurp.
But you guys,
slurp in threes.
You guys forgot about the fourth wall break at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
the guy's telling you, it's like, oh, you're watching a movie too, and he starts yelling at the audience.
That was the first part of that entire thing.
I was so thrown off. I was so thrown off at first.
God.
Either way, the vignettes are loosely connected.
They're all
loosely connected.
They're all
but they
vignettes
all have
about
to
food.
do with food.
Yeah. And the importance of food.
Importance of food and the beauty of food and the sensuality of food. Because
absolutely.
The gentleman we're just talking about who freaked out in the theater, the next time you see him, he's literally eating food off his naked girlfriend in a hotel.
He's got an entire titty in his mouth that's covered in fucking cream.
Yeah,
like he's putting a live shrimp on her belly with some soy sauce and making it fucking freak the fuck out.
Yeah, he's drowning prawns on her belly.
It's fucking insane. I also have to say that it was at that moment that Nithya looked at the TV and was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I have one to match that.
Yeah.
At the scene in the hotel when they're passing the egg. That's when Melissa walked in, and she was just like, and I shit you not, she's like, we're never watching a Fantasia movie again. And I was like, this ain't Fantasia.
Yeah.
Tiff.
Tiff. This is Tiff.
Yeah. Seriously. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Not even surprised.
So it premiered in Japan in 85.
Yeah.
Was at TIFF at 86, and then it actually came out in 87.
Yeah.
Wild.
She literally just looked, she's like, what the fuck are you watching?
Yeah.
Like,
truly.
Japanese cinema.
But it's
cinema.
And then the whole bit with the oyster and just...
Oh my God, the oyster.
Cut his lip, and then she's licking the blood out of his lip. I was like, "What are you?"
And then
doing?
the other women in the water are just watching them.
I don't.
It is a very bewildering experience.
Yeah.
That said, it's beautifully shot,
absolutely
beautifully acted.
Yeah.
I don't think food has ever looked more appetizing or more sexual in any movie I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I also wanted so much ramen.
I was so happy that I watched this after I ate dinner.
Yeah.
If I watched it before I ate dinner,
man.
I would have been like,
struggle.
Me, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But yes, I wanted ramen really badly.
It's a true ode to food and the joy and, as you said, sensuality of food.
The joy and sensuality of food.
And how serious people take it.
Yeah.
And just
especially in Japan.
Yeah.
The joy people get from eating it and from making it.
And if you have the passion for the food that you're making, people will come. People will get to experience that passion that you're putting into it. Whether it's, the perfect noodles, the perfect broth, and like, throughout the movie, she's going to try to find basically all the ingredients, all the key components to make ramen, not the actual ingredients, but like who's making the best broth, who's making the best noodles, and how, who's making the best pork, and how thick and thin is it sliced, and all of this and that. Look at the service, and that whole scene where they go to that busy ramen shop that we're right by the train station, and that guy is like, yeah, he knows exactly who's ordering what, and there's like 50 fucking people there, and he's like, yeah, that guy wanted this thick noodles, this one no pork, this one this broth, this one that, and then the fact that she picked up on it right away as well, and like had that, it was like, oh, this is great. I really enjoyed it because it's a fucking experience that I'll never be able to describe to someone, but it was a wonderful experience at the end of it.
Much like Fallen Angels we talked about last time?
Yeah.
Much like that, I immediately wanted to watch it again.
Yeah.
Immediately.
It's a vibe.
Yeah,
and like,
truly.
We skipped over it, but there was the me, I'm going to talk about my putting on the wall, painting kind of scene.
Yeah.
The silhouette of
the mise en scène.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because I was saying that like they didn't really show a lot of fighting in this. Like there were fights, but it would always take place off screen if there was any sort of like violence.
And you'd hear like sound effects, like that kind of thing.
Or like a body get thrown towards a door or something. So, but that was like, first of all, like an ode to sort of like classic samurai sort of things where they would do those shadows, sort of the deep shadow things. So you're getting that in this ramen western, the same kind of story beats still throughout there, and the same kind of shots with how it started there, and then it was just like whatever, they're in an underpass, but
and it gets great. It looked great, and the fight gets a little bit comedic.
Yeah.
Towards the end, but it was shot so beautifully.
Yeah.
And I just really liked this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was well worth the wait.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
There's a reason people kept talking about it.
Of course.
And
I get it now.
I'm glad I have it.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I have it. I'm very glad we finally found a reason to watch Tampopo, because I've been meaning to watch Tampopo for at least a few years now.
Years now. You've had that criterion
I've
for a
had
while.
it for a couple of years now, so I'm glad I finally got to cash in and watch it.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing it to us, because it was really, truly an experience that I'm not going to soon forget. It was great.
Yes. I definitely think if you haven't experienced Tampopo, you should definitely watch it, because it's a journey. It's a journey, and it's one I plan on retaking very soon.
Yeah, definitely. What I was going to say is double feature.
Yeah.
Tampopo with Houseu.
Yeah, maybe.
Close. Yeah. I see it. I can squint and kind of see it.
Yeah.
Houseu exists on a different plane of existence.
It's true. It's true.
That
they're showing
that is
35 at the review in August. I think you're gone though. I'm not going to go if you're not going. I can't go.
At the review, what day?
I don't know.
In August? Please look. I hope I'm back.
I'll look.
That movie, so like, the insanity of one of those vignettes, let's use the hotel vignette, because that is probably one of the most insane things I've seen happen with food in a while. That's the entirety of Houseu.
Yeah.
True.
Like, it's all that for the entire runtime. But yeah, so I could see it. You could have a nice ease your way into something with Tampopo, and then just fucking crank it to 11 and Houseu for the rest of it.
It's more like a 12 or a 13.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
I'm glad we watched that together for the first time.
I love that movie so much.
I'm so happy that what didn't work. We couldn't get it to load properly.
Yeah.
Malignant.
Yeah, Malignant couldn't work, so we pivoted.
Also was a wild fucking ride.
Yeah, different kind of wild ride, but a wild ride. Anyway, that's great.
Malignant again. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking
that movie's
crazy. I have that on Blu-ray too, but I have Houseu.
So, David,
yeah,
pointed out that he's had this for a while, and he was looking for a reason to watch it.
Well, much like Tampopo.
No, Tampopo.
Oh, we're still talking about Tampopo.
So I like to use that as a segue to our last film, which me and Dave have also had for a very long time.
And you've been meaning to watch it?
meaning to watch it. Directed by one of Dave's favorite directors.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's not say things we
Top
can't take
5
back.
favorite directors.
Let's never say things we can't take back.
I'm talking about the film Legend.
Ridley Scott's
Legend. Or Ridley Scott's Super Mario World.
It's something.
Oh.
It's I'm happy we own this because that Arrow version went out of print immediately.
Yeah.
Like you can't like that thing is gone. Like you have to fucking buy it on eBay now.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we own it and it's a hell of an addition.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't have the international cut because Universal owns the domestic cut and the director's cut.
Yeah.
But the international cut's owned by Fox.
Oh, interesting.
So,
very weird.
So we don't have the international. We have those two versions.
Yeah.
And I point this out because when I talked to James about it, he watched the director's cut, whereas me and Tony watched the theatrical cut.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is going to be a
Very
good...
Which also, if we want to do a whole loop around, the international version actually came out in 85. The domestic one came out in 86.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the director's cut came out in 2002. So you, sir...
I'm way off.
You're way off.
I'm way off.
You were way off.
Oh, boy.
So this was my pick.
Yeah, what a pick, Tone.
What a pick.
Yeah.
What a pick indeed.
I have said it once. I've said it 100 times on this show.
Yeah.
We lost the wrong Scott.
I don't think you're the only one who said that. I think most
to my dying day on this podcast.
Listen, I've already brought up Super Mario because it's pretty much Super Mario. So the princess gets kidnapped. The White Knight has to go and save the princess, or the total darkness will be
sure, but they also have to rescue so many unicorns.
Why are you saying Super Mario? Why aren't you saying Legend of Zelda?
Okay, yeah. Well, it is called Zelda, Legend.
That's why I'm saying, like, Legend of Zelda came out immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What's with all the glitter?
Why is he squatting all the time?
Why does Tom Cruise have a dumb look on his face every shot in the movie?
Because he's in a Ridley Scott movie. That's why.
I also want to point out we've seen a lot. We really shit on Ridley Scott.
As we
should. Will continue to.
As we should.
This movie does not resemble any of the other fucking Ridley Scott movies we have ever seen.
Yeah, this
to the point where if you told me, if you showed me this movie and told me that Ridley Scott directed it, I would say you're fucking lying.
I could have showed you this movie and given you 100 guesses. You would never guessed Ridley Scott directed this.
That's actually very fair.
Yeah. I also want to point out that I made, and I'm gonna say this, I made the critical error by smoking before the movie. And remember when we did what was that? We did Dark Crystals.
Yeah.
And I told you guys, and I was just like, wouldn't it be fun if we got high and watched Dark Crystal?
No, it would not be.
No, it would not be, right?
Yeah.
I got high and watched Legends, and boys, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was terrified. Dave, you told me you fell asleep. I was afraid to fall asleep, bud.
I fell asleep
twice.
Yeah.
I did too.
No. I was terrified.
Jesus.
The fucking little like munchkin things, and like anytime Tim Curry was on screen and like his eyes went green, like it was utterly terrifying.
First of all, not nearly enough Tim Curry.
Not nearly.
Second of all, incredible makeup work.
Like even the set design, man.
Incredible.
If you're gonna say anything about it being Ridley Scott, it's the look.
Yeah.
It has a look, and it is a great look. Minus the fucking glitter.
Yeah.
It is a great
fucking looking film. I started to question myself as a person while watching it, and I think I've come to the determination that, the bout of movies, I think they're all in the 80s, but like Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, they all came out within a few years of each other.
And Legend. I've realized...
And Dune.
Excalibur.
Conan the Barbarian.
So all of this, but more so I'm leaning towards the ones that I think lean a little bit more not that this one is child friendly, but a little bit more whimsical in that sense, a little bit more fantasy.
Yeah, more fantasy.
Less Dune, which is sci-fi is Dune more so. So the ones that lean a little bit more children-ish and fantasy,
sci-fi,
younger adult, whatever. Not for me. Not for me. I don't love those movies. I appreciate them. I admire their practical work. I admire their set design and all of that. But I can never truly get into them or like enjoy them. I just can only kind of appreciate them. And this had the unique pleasure or displeasure of also having probably one of the most boring as fuck storylines that I was just like, now I can appreciate the makeup, but I don't want to watch this. Like, it's not even half enjoyable from a story perspective that I care. I don't give a shit about this. Just go find the fucking unicorn, for God's sakes. Like,
I think it's interesting that you say that, just because you watch the director's cut, which is 25 minutes?
25 minutes longer, yeah.
Longer?
Yeah.
And I think the issue with the theatrical cut is it's too quick and you can't really pick up on anything, and you can't get into it because it keeps jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sweet spot in the middle. Ridley Scott's got to do the fucking Blade Runner thing and get the ultimate cut, which is somewhere in between his director and theatrical.
I don't even think he made that Blade Runner. I think he's still looking. He's still
the final _ final doc final.
Still looking.
1, 2, 3.
And he's got this thing for fucking unicorns, man. Fuck.
Man loves his unicorns.
Like, is he like the guy from Orgasm? Unicorn's fucking awesome.
I also
South
can't
Park's
believe
in the news again.
Yeah. South Park will always be in the news.
It'll never stop. I also can't believe that Tom Cruise went from Risky Business to this.
I think he had. Did he have something else?
There was one thing in between. Yeah, there was something in between.
He hates this movie.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
That tracks. I swear to God, there's something.
One thing in between. Give me a sec. I will get it for you because I was just.
It's not The Outsiders. I think The Outsiders came out before Risky Business.
Was before.
Like it might have been the same year as Risky Business.
Yeah, it was. Outsiders was before.
Yeah,
it was Risky Business.
Yeah,
then All the Right Moves.
All the Right Moves, and then Legend.
This. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they all came like Outsiders, Risky Business, and All the Right Moves came out within like a year of each other type thing. A year and a half. And then Legend came out a month at least domestically, a month before Top Gun did.
Yeah, which is also insane.
Which is crazy. And like, I would say weeks before Ferris Bueller did, which is Mia Sara.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Wild.
I've never seen her in anything else except Ferris Bueller.
So
when she popped up on screen, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
What about Time Cop?
I haven't seen Time Cop.
He's the cop that can't be stopped.
Watch Time Cop.
Super Cop.
That's Super Cop.
He's the cop that can't be stopped.
That's Super Cop, and that's actually Police Story 3. Which is funny. Yeah, she's in Time Cop.
That's fucking awesome.
And she's also in Life of Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's his mom, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think you're
right. That's insane.
She wasn't there, but I think she was his mom.
Yeah, that's insane.
Either way, she had a big few years in the 80s.
Yeah, definitely.
Or at least a big year in the 80s.
Yeah, definitely had time in the spotlight.
So can we circle back though? Yeah. Tim Curry.
Yes.
I'm just going to keep saying it. Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Tim fucking Curry.
Tim Curry.
Fucking Curry.
Tim Curry, even if you put him under arguably 50 pounds of latex. Tim Curry.
Motherfucker, it's Tim Curry.
That man.
Holy Jesus.
You want to know why I couldn't fall asleep? Because of fucking Tim Curry.
It doesn't matter if you throw him in a piece of shit like Oscar or you throw him in fucking Legend. This man is batting 1,000 at all times.
Always.
Home Alone 2?
Home Alone 2?
It doesn't matter. You put him in anything and he will fucking knock it out of the park.
Apparently he got cast in this because of fucking Rocky Horror.
Incredible. Incredible.
And I think I read that they were going to cast Richard O'Brien as the mermaid thing, the mermaid squid thing that gets the head cut off.
Yeah,
I think they wanted to cast Richard O'Brien as that.
It was a wild cast in this as well, though all unrecognizable considering they were under 50,000 pounds of makeup in every single scene.
We were listing off Tim Curry movies where he was like batting 1,000, and I wanted to say one, but I wanted to make sure that he was in it. Yeah. McHale's Navy.
Still batting 1,000.
Still batting 1,000.
He is good in McHale's Navy.
The man just delivers. The man just delivers on every performance that he gives.
Bruce Campbell.
Doesn't matter how dog shit the movie is.
He's still great.
Yeah,
he's so good in this movie.
Yeah,
this movie needed about
and menacing
400% more.
So much
absolutely.
He's shrouded in darkness at the beginning. I'm like, you're not even going to show. All you're going to show me is this fucking stupid green eyes for most of this until the very end. What are we doing?
Again, that's something different for the director's cut. They show him.
They show him a couple more.
They show him a couple of times at the beginning. Yeah, like nice. He doesn't. He's black.
Oh, okay.
He's black type thing, but like you see more than his eyes.
Oh, sure. Yeah. The eyes kept coming up, but in the very, very beginning, you do see a bit of him. But
okay.
Again,
yeah. Well, you see all of him multiple times near the beginning, and then when he finally comes out of like the mirror thing, and he shows himself, I was like, motherfucking Tim Curry, so good. And I don't think Tom Cruise is bad in this movie. I just think he doesn't.
He deer caught in headlights.
He doesn't. Absolutely. He's out of his element. Like if he was to make that movie now, he would. Well, first off, he would beat Tim Curry. He'd beat Tim Curry, and he would knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
But I think he's just like he's not in his rhythm yet. Like he's putting in a good performance, but he's not hitting his rhythm yet. No. And I don't think the movie's doing him any favors.
It's not, and I also didn't love the chemistry between
him and Mia Sarah.
He didn't. They didn't have any.
It wasn't working.
But she's not good.
No, she's not.
She's gorgeous. She's not good.
No.
She's not good.
She's very much a come save me.
Did you guys have?
It's because the movie is a mess.
It truly is.
It is a mess.
They found this in the edit.
Save the unicorn. Go find it.
Yeah.
Cool.
They hobbled some shit together in the editing room.
Like it is. It is taped together, but like unicorn farts and hopes and dreams. Like it is. Not a good movie. But
there's characters that come up and then get reintroduced later, and like, do I know this guy? Like, why are we all cheering?
It looks incredible. And the makeup is outstanding.
Yeah.
And it got nominated for an Oscar, and it lost to The Fly, which...
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. But, like, it's not a good movie.
No. It really isn't.
Your Jerry Goldsmith score, though, is awesome.
It is fucking... I don't exactly know what is different. Truly, what is different between the theatrical and the director's cut? Because I didn't have time to research the exact differences. Because I am curious about what the extra 25 minutes is giving. But the one thing I did know about it is that with the director's cut, you get the full score, and the score is very good.
Yeah,
like it is. The score is scoring a different movie than you're watching.
Of course,
like it is aces, and you're like, you're on this piece of shit, like.
So the theatrical one is done by Tangerine Dream.
Fun.
And it's more synth, and it's more on brand for what the movie is.
Yeah. Because that score makes no sense, but it is great. Like it is a truly great score.
I was wondering why I was vibing to the music. I should have known. It's fucking Tangerine Dreams.
But I was going to watch the director's cut if I found. I was going to watch at least like a little bit of it. I wanted to watch the whole thing, but I was going to watch just a bit of it. But I popped in the disc because they're separate discs.
Yeah.
And I popped in the disc and I just went to the bathroom and I could hear it downstairs and it was just playing the score.
Yeah.
And I was like, this score is so much better.
Yeah.
This
score does not deserve that
awesome
movie.
Fucking score.
Yeah.
And a lot of the features. There's a number of features on that Blu-ray set that we have that's specifically about the score.
Yeah.
And the differences.
I wonder why they did it.
There's a whole visual essay on the differences. Like it doesn't have all the differences. It's just talking about the differences and the tones and the vibes type thing. It's because Sid Sheinberg, who was running Universal at the time, wanted to make it appeal more to teenagers
and young adults. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yep.
Which is why the director's cut is a little longer and a little more there's more to it.
Yeah, there's more fantasy story.
There's more
being
fantasy
doled out
to it,
you.
as opposed to this one that's more focused on let's save the girl.
Yeah, got it.
And then Tangerine Dream being more synth and more poppy versus Jerry Goldsmith that is more epic.
Yeah, truly scoring a movie that is not the same one that's on the front of you. As a point of note, and only for my own reference, did you guys have a scene with the fairy turning into a girl and then asking Tom Cruise to make out with her?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that existed in both versions.
She turns into Mia Sarah?
Yeah. Because I was like, the fuck are we doing? What is this for? Who is this for?
And then the fairy is like on a string.
Yeah.
So
Who
bad.
is this for? What is happening?
It looks so bad.
It's not good.
It's so bad.
Either way.
Thanks, Tony.
I think I made a good choice by getting super big. Because
Even
it's
though
definitely
it
one
terrified
of
the
those.
shit out of
Oh, it
you?
terrified the shit out of me. But like I was just enamored by it. Like I feel like I just like I didn't really like register what was happening because it was just like exactly what Dave said. Save the unicorn, save the girl.
Yeah.
There's really not much more to it. And then that's why I say Super Mario, because this fucking girl just gets kidnapped and then he has to fucking go and save her.
Yeah.
It looks great. Do I regret buying it? At first I did, but after I watched it, I was like, okay, I think I can revisit this. Because
I implore you to watch the director's cut.
Yeah,
I think
I
you,
do wanna watch
you should do it just to see how different it is.
But like, I like that 80s fantasy because it is very much a relic of the 80s.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And that fantasy, you're going back because like movies don't get made like this anymore, right? You're not going to have that much. You're not going to have that much makeup effects. You're not going to have the budget for the fucking production design. Everything's going to be on the fucking wall.
They invented a unicorn. It's
crazy, right? So like there is good things to like about this movie. Yeah, it's a mess, but
the set burned down too.
Yeah,
so there's that.
I mean, the things to like about this movie, I think, are mainly on the technical front. Like
technically, this movie
talking about performances. We're talking about sets. We're talking about makeup, design, practical.
Tim Curry. There's
performances. And that
there's reasons to like this movie. There's reasons to hate this movie. Was it a total bust? No. I think Stargate still holds the fucking.
Oh god! I can't believe we fucking watched
exactly.
That still holds the.
I think that is close to the top.
I mean the bottom
of the bottom, the top of the bottom,
the top of the bottom.
Of misses.
What about Revolver?
Oh fuck, Revolver too. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Revolver takes the cake for this year for sure. Or at least like this season of retros. But like the
still haven't watched the taste of that movie out of my mouth.
The great thing about this 85 retro is all the movies that we picked perfectly encapsulates the 80s of cinema.
Very much
because
so.
all those movies were 80s movies through and through. They had the look, they had the feel. When you're watching it, you were transported back to that time because they're all relics and all have their moment in the sun in that decade.
I would say with maybe the exception of Tampopo, which felt maybe like a late 70s movie instead of an 80s movie. It had still sort of that like off the wall trying shit out, experimental kind of vibes that like Hausu and things that came late 70s, in the 70s, late 70s,
even I would even
maybe a little bit behind the times for where it fits in with its contemporaries.
I would even put it in like late 60s, right? Because a lot of those western,
but with the weird
references,
vignettes, it pushes it, I think, into the 70s.
Exactly. But those western,
for sure,
those western influences, right? All came from those westerns in the 60s.
Yeah. But the other two, solidly 80s.
No, solidly 80s. And even
you keep saying westerns when the westerns were ripping off the samurai movies that were actually coming out of Japan.
Yeah. Legend and Brewster's Millions were solidly made movies that 100% had a cocaine budget.
Yeah.
Tampopo
you
maybe
see
not.
the cocaine on the screen.
Yeah, it's all the snow.
The snow.
Yeah, they were just like, let's just dump it out.
And even with Philomena. I said Philomena.
Yeah,
I almost had it.
I told you not to say the name again.
Totally. But even Phenomena, I would even say has a cocaine budget because like the fucking thing is it's a white cream. Like it's
sure.
It's got that like cream to the picture, right? But even that movie, fucking, it felt 80. It felt like your solid horror from the 80s.
Yeah. But even, you know what, even our 90s movies were solidly 90s as well. So
that's what we're saying.
I think we've been doing really well with picking movies that are coming directly from the decade that we're lifting them out of. So
yeah.
you know what, I had a lot of fun with all three of them in various different ways, but Tony, you can rank 4 of them, but Dave, how do you rank these? I think it's a pretty easy one.
Tampopo, Brewster, and then Legend.
Yeah, 100%. That's the order. But Tony, where do you put Phenomena?
Tampopo's to the top. I would put Brewster, then Phenomena, then Legend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because I had a lot of fun watching Brewster. And
so did I.
Brewster just made me like, I was like, that's a fucking comedy.
This is fun.
This is a fun movie.
I had a little smile on my face the whole time watching. I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah. I'm just happy I watched 2 of my Blu-rays that I haven't watched
Absolutely.
yet. That I bought blind and finally got
to the way to do it.
I'm actually pretty stoked that we finally found a reason to watch Legend.
Any excuse to crack open. Yeah. Any excuse to crack open a Blu-ray. So I think that just about does it for our 1985 retrospective.
Yeah.
Congratulations. By the time you're listening to this, I will be miles away. And I hope you enjoyed our previous episode to you, but our next episode that we're going to record, which will be out 2 weeks prior to you listening to this one.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. I don't know how to say it. I haven't recorded the next episode. I don't even know what I'm going to say. You know what? I'm going to try to work the word grapefruit in somehow.
Please do.
That's the challenge I'm going to give myself. And hopefully you'll find out that I had a challenge at all 2 weeks after you listen to that one. So that'll be fun. But until then, I shall remain Jimmy, and I'm here with
Big T Tony B.
Yeah, and
Dancing Dave Alton.
And we'll be back with you all soon. And the next episode you hear after this, I'll be back in the country, and we got lots in store with Tiff and everything on the way.